Hello everybody, this is Mark. In this video, we'll be covering YOLO12 in detail. Both YOLO12 and YOLOv12 refer to the same algorithm, but we'll stick with YOLO12 to align with Ultralytics naming convention. Before we dive into the YOLO12 series, I want to take a moment to thank everyone who supported and engaged with my previous YOLO11 videos, which have now received several thousand views across more than 20 countries. Here are just a few comments from that series that truly meant a lot to me. I really appreciate both the encouragement and the technical questions. Thank you so much for being part of that journey. Now, one more thing I'd like to mention, and that's to thank all the viewers and the many subscribers who found this content helpful in their YOLO11 journey. Whether you're working in academia, studying at university, developing as a programmer, deepening your expertise as a vision engineer, or simply exploring as a hobbyist, passionate about computer vision and AI, my greatest satisfaction is knowing I've helped, whether in a big or small way. Let's keep that momentum going. And yes, as requested, welcome to the YOLO12 video series. If you're returning from the YOLO11 series, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome as well, you're in great company. Now, if you simply want to use YOLO12 as a black box, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, you probably don't need this video. You might be better off heading directly to the Ultralytics website, where you'll find excellent resources to get started quickly. However, if you want to dive deeper and technically understand how YOLO12 works, visualize how area attention operates, and explore its code and implementation, then you're in the right place. At the time of this recording, I couldn't find any technical deep dives into YOLO12 at the level I was looking for. So I decided to embark on this journey and make my own video, partly for myself, but also to help others build their skill set. I've designed this video to get to the YOLO12 innovations as quickly as possible, while still building a solid foundation, because without that, understanding the new ideas might crumble. That's how I learn best, and I hope it helps you too. We'll start by walking through the YOLO12 architecture, then compare it to YOLO11. I truly believe YOLO12's innovations make more sense when you see how they evolve from YOLO11. I've explained YOLO11 in detail in my previous 20 video series, so feel free to check that out later. After that, I'll give you a quick overview of the official paper. YOLO12's new blocks were developed by Yunji Tian and David Dorman from the University at Buffalo, SUNY, and Qixiang Ye from the University of Chinese Academy of Sciences. Kudos to them for their excellent contributions. Then we'll dive into the area attention block using diagrams to follow the flow, its structure, its purpose, and how it works. We'll walk through the code step by step to build a clear understanding. We'll end with never-before-seen visualizations of area attention in action. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid intuition for how the attention mechanism interacts with subregions of the image. Area attention is without a doubt the core innovation of YOLO12. For example, when we run inference on this image and apply attention, unlike YOLO11, which attends to the entire feature map, YOLO12 breaks attention into distinct areas that operate independently. This enables the model to apply attention over higher resolution feature maps, improving accuracy with little to no impact on speed. Here, you can see how the spatial positions within the third area of the feature map, where most of the car is located, interact with other regions that share similar semantic features, such as the car's contour and wheels. This helps the model more accurately recognize the object and classify it. Alright, that's quite the lineup, and that was just the intro. I'll try to keep things moving naturally, but if some parts catch your interest more than others, feel free to skip around. The series is designed to be both sequential and modular. If you're still around, please consider subscribing. It really helps me understand how this content is received and lets you stay notified about future videos on AI vision algorithms. With that, let's dive in, and I hope you enjoy the ride.